Hello, once again, folks. My name is Offline Spider, and today we are going to be doing another filler art video. Today's mons that we are going to be randomizing are Hariyama and Toadstool. Let's see how this turns out. Alright, so honestly, I went into this not entirely sure what exactly I wanted to do. Big surprise though. When do I ever really know exactly what I want to do with these? But in the end, I kind of just settled on I wanted to keep it being kind of the little guy like Toadstool is, maybe make it like a first stage evolution of whatever fusion line this may have been. I tend to draw a lot of bigger characters, so this was kind of a nice little change up from everything. Now, I know it looks a little odd at the moment, kind of like I'm trying to make a D-pad or something, but I wanted it to almost be like the wilted Christmas tree from Charlie Brown Christmas, but with the fungus aspect of it. Given that Toadstool is supposed to be like this walking mushroom, if I remember correctly. Now, for the face variation here, what I ended up settling on was I did that kind of variant of Hariyama's big face V eyebrow things that he has going on, but I wanted it to still be Toadstool's kind of mushroom cap aesthetic. So now we're just going in here and we're getting that big old spaceman bulb of his going on, leading into his underside here. Now, funnily enough, Toadstool and Hariyama share a very similar eye shape, so that was extremely easy to settle on what I wanted to do there. And then, as is norm and customary, here I am just kind of diverting from the initial plan set out with that blue guideline. I know I wanted to have his center of gravity a little bit more secure looking. Unfortunately, I, for the life of me, could not think to get these dimension lines a little bit more uniform. So, unfortunately, yes, there are going to be points that are crooked and bulbous in sections, but that's kind of the fun of art. Little imperfections, and not trying to nitpick too much on it. We are our own worst critics and all that jazz. So now I'm going through and I'm cleaning up what little bits of the line art I know need to be cleaned up, whether it's connecting certain lines or erasing certain areas, and then fixing up lines where they needed to be fixed up. Now here, I didn't want to use too much of Toadstool's color scheme, but I do like that nice kind of salmon pink orange that it has for its head body. It's cephalus. Maybe don't use that word. But we're just going to go in through here and we're just going to give his upper head portion the Toadstool coloration. But then for the most part, we're just going to continue through with Hariyama's color set. Sticking to just the basic black pupil that Hariyama and Toadstool both kind of share. I went through and I widened it out a little bit to kind of give it a little bit more clean lining around it. Then this part is extremely hard to see, but this is Hariyama's cream upper body tone being used for the underside, the under canopy, I suppose, and the stalk of the fungus's body. Then we're going to go in and grab the orange of Hariyama's hand, and that's going to be what our base is. See, I wanted this to be kind of, well, in my head canon, this would be fighting poison or fighting grass because of the idea of it being a fungus on a stand, and that this stand would act as its pseudo hand. So it would kind of flick its stalk up to use its hand to kind of defend itself, whether as a shield or as a means of attack. Now, we've gone and we've done the coloration for that base stand here with Hariyama's orange, and we're going to go through and do our remainder of our details in this nice kind of royal blue that Hariyama has for its eyebrow. And I believe for its skirt, but without looking at it, I couldn't tell you. Now we're just going to go through, get everything all filled in, change our brush size a little bit here after cleaning up some of that outer edge to get in some of these a little bit harder to reach spaces. Like the rear behind the head, the crook of the V, and that smaller spot kind of peeking around the edge of the head. Now, we're going to use that little trick that I've been liking to use as of late, the masking for our shading and highlighting. Here, we're going to go through on our new layer, give it our blacks in our deepest areas. So, anywhere where we don't believe our light source would be hitting, or where our light source would be hitting the least. So, underneath the brow ridge and right at the underside base area of the brow ridge. On the portions that would be kind of tucked in behind where the head would be viewing the light, as seen with my very first portion of the masking. Underneath the head itself and down towards the base. Now, I do end up extending that shade that's on the base because of the idea that the head would be the head of the mushroom itself would be casting more of a shadow down there as well. I'm not quite sure it looks the greatest, but I do think it does look pretty well given the means that we're looking towards. So now we are just going through and we're going to fill in some of these lower light areas, as I was mentioning. I was trying to go for the idea that the shade, or that the light source be coming from more the top, like above the mushroom, so that would lend itself more to a dropped shadow looking back. I have a tendency to rush a little bit when I'm going in for the shading, and I should probably work on my patience a little bit with that. Because more often than not, it doesn't look bad. It could be better. Now right here, I'm just kind of going through and I'm cleaning up areas where I think that maybe I should have had some more shading. Like right here at the back of the head, where the light source is going to be the least amount, as I was mentioning earlier. And then in here, we're going to go through and add our white for our highlighted areas. Tell you what, I almost didn't drop the opacity after doing this one, because I thought that it just kind of looked nice with the white. But in the end, I decided against it and dropped the opacity still of this white layer to let our more vibrant colors kind of peek in, albeit a bit more muted. Also, some more 2020 hindsight here. Kind of wish I would have added some shimmer on that eye, but again, neither here nor there. But as we lower that opacity of our highlight layers and we get our signature on here, that is going to be the end of this week's video, and that is going to be Hariscool, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any suggestions for what you'd like to see in the next video, leave a comment down below. If you'd like to see more of these art videos, or if you're interested in mine and Cryptic Dreams challenge series versus Lock, go ahead and go to the channel. I have all the videos posted there. If you want to be kept up to date, hit subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you all for watching. Bye.